Greetings, this is me, Zahra, ex-Muslim, ex-Shia. So hoping that, I don't know, Muslims are going to help me on this. There's some problem with this ayat also. I haven't finished my notes. It's just now very, very painful to see how Prophet Muhammad, using Allah, that Supreme God, has changed things and made it against the polytheists, even calling on females and worshipping females. A recent video of Sadhguru I've seen here on YouTube. It's about feminine energy, and I learned, thanks to Sadhguru of Ex-Shia Foundation, that this female is a dimension. The feminine is a dimension. Sadhguru is talking truth about feminine power. The channel is Adi Yogi. It's been uploaded, this video of Sadhguru 18 hours ago. You can see this. I mean, how this Prophet Muhammad has turned things around. This is the video from Adi Yogi channel, if you can't see, because I cannot zoom it in. Problems. So I can see it. I don't know if you, I'll try to show you. I can't make notes right now. So this is the ayat on the, also on feminine, against the calling. Look at this now, how it starts. And do not weaken in pursuit of the enemy, if you should be suffering. So are they suffering, sorry, as you are suffering. But you expect from Allah that which they expect not. And Allah is ever knowing and wise. Weaken not in pursuit of the enemy, like in war, or even after war. We're not told. So how to understand this Quran? I through Imam Ali, through, you know, the Shia side, the religious scholars. Oh, and it goes on like this. But first, to see these Quran ayats and their raw state, like without the, what I mean is, without the tafsirs, you know, and the interpretation coming from Prophet Muhammad and his family members. Do not, I mean, it from Surah Nisa 104, when you pass prayers, celebrate Allah's praises, standing, sitting down, or lying down. So it jumps to then this, very disorderly. And I thought that this was the truth, and only the true believers get this. So it kind of, you know, falls into order for the true believers. But God should not have done this. I mean, just falling into order for the true believers. From the very beginning, it should have been very clear, even for the disbelievers, as the Quran ayat says, that we've given them evident proof. So this ayat, unbelievers, okay. So really this is feminine, okay. So going back to feminine powers, it's too much for me. I have all this negativity. I'm supposed to also get help for myself. It's too much, never ending. Sometimes I really can't take it. So looking at this ayat, Surah 4, ayat 117. First, now we go there. So according to the Shias, I don't know how from Al Bayt, of course, that Fatima Zahra was quite, she's the mistress of heaven and all. She is given some powers by God. They call upon instead of him. So you can see Fatima Zahra through the Sufi. Some say she's the creatrix, goddess, some Muslim Sufis. I hope they're not killed or harmed. If like some Muslims, they are they're against the Shias and all, so they it covers kind of a defense against Sufism. Recently in Pakistan, they had bomb blasted a Sufi mazar near the mazar. So this was really now it was the Sufi mazar. So I just don't know really what to say about this. But before it was 12 Shias against 12 Shias. Now, I just hope that the Sufis don't come in the eyes of these extremists and they go killing Sufis because they made Fatima Zahra the creatrix. I'm kind of afraid to show because recently also blasphemy cases in Pakistan. I need to be more prudent and cautious in this. I'm going to make notes on this, but it's, let's see, so they call upon instead of him. So even calling upon females is sin, unforgivable, because before it says Allah forgives not joining other, no, sorry, yes, joining gods, no, joining partners associated. So indeed, Allah does not forgive that partners be associated with him, not other gods. And he forgives what other than that for whom he wills, and whoever associates partners with Allah, then surely he lost the way, straying the Lord far away. So that's why the Sunnis tell the Shias why are you associating? And the Shias see that it is implied in the Quran ayats, other Quran ayats, association of the messenger with Allah. Things like that. So, and the Imam Ali and Prophet Muhammad, so help for the Shias to see, and the Sunnis too. They call upon instead of him, then this ayat comes. So you're not allowed to call upon females, it says here, female deities in brackets meaning. And not they invoke except shaitan, rebellious. So, excuse me, I have something in my mouth. So I realized that from my side, I can see, I don't know if you care to see this the way I've seen it. Like the other ayat says, do not give me respite. And do they have eyes by which they can see? Do they have ears? So Prophet Muhammad is told to say, like, call your partners. And I have faith in Allah alone. And do like whatever you like against me with your powers. Right? He doesn't say like I will keep patience, but he like he's the next verse or says that God is my protector. And then you see in Surah Tahrim ayat that the wives giving him problems, he calls on No, Allah then says, Allah is his helper and Mawla, his protector, Jibrail and the righteous among the believers, and moreover, angels will assist him. So I'm going to do a lot on this, like to do justice to this, how this is really wrong. I have tried to see what is this feminine power. My Hindu friend in London was telling me, do you know about the feminine power? I was like, what is, I was thinking. I said, no, I don't know feminine power. Like, so this is Sadhguru is saying this is a dimension, females, feminine power. God has called it a rebellious Satan here, Allah, right? Then let's see the next ayat, whom Allah has cursed, for he had said, I will surely take from among your servants a specific portion. Oh, and I will mislead them, and I will arouse in them desires, and I will command them. So, okay. And whoever takes Satan as an ally instead of Allah has certainly sustained a clear loss. Oh, and I will make them change the creation of Allah. He promises them and arouses desire in them, but Satan does not promise them except delusion. The refuge of those will be hell, and they will not find from it an escape. But ones who believe and do righteous deeds, okay, promise of Allah is truth. And who is more truthful than Allah in statement? So right now it's just my findings I want to share with you. Here and there we'll go. We'll go to Surah Tahrim again. I don't know if you've had enough of this, but we need to see it through this now. These wives of the Prophet, they gave him such a hard time that what he's done is forbidden, what is lawful for him to please his wives. Then Allah tells him, oh Prophet, right, why do you do this? Then we have even prescribed for you a way for the absolution of oaths. Then third ayat, then remember when the Prophet confided in one of his wives a statement, and she informed of it. Not knowing the Quran properly, reading it as I wouldn't know what Allah is trying to say, informed of wit, and Allah showed it to him, and he informed what? Who? It. Okay, informed of it to whom? He made known part of it and ignored a part. Why does he even have to confide? So I looked at multilingual Quran under this ayat, Shia tafsir. I couldn't find anything on this. Like, the questions I have is, why would the Prophet confide a matter like confidential, something confidential, a secret, to his wife, one of his wives, right? So one wife. And when this wife, who is this wife? She is a disbeliever. She becomes a disbeliever when she's annoying him, right? This also. And if you two wives repent to Allah, for your hearts have deviated now. Meaning, and if you cooperate against him, then indeed his protector, Mawla, it says here, is Allah, Mawla, and Jibrail and the righteous believers, and the angels after that are his assistants, right? And you even see in this ayat, Surah 5 ayat, perhaps as Lord, if so, oh, sorry. So here, so many protectors he needs besides Allah or with Allah, right? Against these wives. Don't you think they're like feminine power? This is not even a war in the battlefield. This is against two wives who are annoying Prophet Muhammad or something. That he had to go, or we're not told what, and he confided, and one became, what you might call it, one divulged his secret, you know. So this feminine power, I think the wives were trying to tell us, Shias, this is for you. 12 are Shias. I think the wives were trying to tell us that they are very powerful. And they've got him. It's like he needs not only Allah, but Jibreel. So the wives were trying to tell us that he's a false prophet. Beware of him. Beware of this religion. And there's a conflict, you see, in Shia, between Sunni Islam and Shia Islam. The Sunni Islam feels that, has worked it out that Allah has forgiven the wives. These wives, now you can't say that these wives were gone cases. They had to repent and they were forgiven, and this is their al-Mu'mineen. I don't know, like, do the Sunnis take Prophet Muhammad infallible in all cases, or like he's making mistakes? In Surah Abasa we see God is correcting him. Surah Ahzab ayat we see God corrects him about, or change, no, it was a polytheist. He was practicing a polytheistic way of adopting sons, adoption. So he adopted a son in the polytheistic way, but Shia says he knew he was a prophet, he just didn't proclaim it, declare it out. He always knew he was a prophet. Sunnis say he didn't know he was a prophet. And so is he infallible, like, for the Sunnis? Or he makes mistakes, like the Quran ayats are showing he was making mistakes. Then you see this comes up, and then he's made Shias. He's made his daughter, like, according to some Irfaniyat notes, says, like, Bi Fatma Zahra is also a light. Like if you read Allama Majlisi's in Hayat al-Qulub, Bi Fatma Zahra is the light of Allah. Also, and this feminine, so this light of Allah, or light, light of Allah, meaning Allah created light and made Fatima from the light. She was a part of that light, and Prophet Muhammad was, and Imam Ali was, and Hassan and Hussein were Shabbar and Shabir, and their names were in Noah's ship. They've been found. Oh, sorry, excuse me, that's another whole thing. So you see, whereas the polytheists, they say, okay, they worship these feminine deities, powers, right? And they called upon them. And this was, now how to show you that they're not shaitan. Although this verse shows that these, but you see, but yes, these two wives were rebellious. They were not Muslim. They became apostates. They were no longer Muslims. This also. Then we see two women here, and you say, oh God, One woman here, Esau's mother, has given birth to Esau. So, not all feminine women are evil. Allah presents an example of those who believed. Okay, so those who believed in this one God, like the wife of Pharaoh, when she said, "My Lord, build for me near you a house in paradise and save me from Pharaoh and his deeds." Allah has to send Moses to save the people, and this poor lady, she's still praying to Allah to save me. Anyways, so Moses came, you know, uh, how they punished this lady. Islamic sources, how Pharaoh punished her. And she seems to be Pharaoh, yeah, she's Pharaoh's wife according to the Islamic. Of course, the verse, and in the Bible, she's this at the time of Moses, she's the sister of Pharaoh who helps Moses and brings him up and saves him. So build for me. So because they were believing women, God saved them, and God can't even help her. They put something on her, so much weight. She suffered. When Pharaoh found out that Moses has turned against him, after that, so that's why she has to say, "Build a house. Oh my Lord, build me in nearness to thee, a mansion in the garden." So this is what she wanted. This is something, near you, a mansion. God knows what this is. And Mary, I mean, how can it, like in heaven, near Allah, mansion. Okay. And Mary, the daughter of Imran. I mean, if it was another religion, we can understand that, okay, there are mansions there. Like Jesus Christ said that I go, there are many mansions in my father's, where my father is. But build a house, a mansion, I mean, isn't paradise enough? And the example of Mary, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity. She guarded her chastity, so we blew through our angel. God sending angels to blow things into Mary, dependent for this miracle to happen, and the son came out. I mean, she gave birth to a son miraculously, and she believed in the words of her Lord and his scriptures, and was of the devoutly obedient. Okay, so some women are really good and they will have their place, and miracles can happen. They can be given miracles, but here only be Maryam. Angels don't come on, Jibril doesn't come like that on, I guess, believers. Some believe this, and only on prophets, and Mary wasn't even a prophetess. God knows. So she was a saint, maybe, devoutly obedient. Excuse me. So just for you to know that I know that, of course, God has a good word for these two ladies, and feminine, and Prophet Muhammad's daughter Fatima, and Khadija, and his wife, and other wives, Salma, according to the Shia sources. Maybe if you, so what a thing, and Shias, why would Prophet Muhammad confide? Is he testing his wife? Confide in a hypocrite wife. This also, And why didn't you see this? And remember when the Prophet confided to one of his wives a statement, what was, and she died, and when she informed, let me see the, so this also problems really, informed who? And when confided the Prophet to the one of his wives a statement, and when, hadith, oh, this hadith, why would he confide why would he tell a secret to one of his wives? She informed about it and made it apparent. Allah, you know why she must have done this? Now we change a little bit. Now we go out of, you see, if we take the Quran ayats from the Quran ayats, you'll understand why she must have done this. She was trying to tell you from, so we go up in Surah Nisa. In most of their secret talks, there is no good. But if one exhorts to a deed of charity or justice, or conciliation between men, right? So maybe Prophet Muhammad told her something against her father or Aisha's father. She was Hafsa, if she was Hafsa. Now the Quran, it goes against the, see, this is why there. Why hasn't, we don't know the secret, right? I mean, we can read the tafsir, but some Muslims don't like to bring out what he confided in his wife, although it has come out, I think, if you go deep in books, or you can find it in the tafsir easily, I'm not sure. I haven't checked, but I was reading somewhere, I found it, that he confided in Hafsa about her father, against her father, or against Aisha, Abu Bakr's father, I'm not sure, right? So here we have people, that's not even believers. This, like, in most of their secret talks, there's no good. But if one exhorts to a deed of charity or justice or conciliation between men, like, you know, in Islam, it's even allowed that you lie to reconcile two believers. Like, not honestly sit down and say, oh, you know that thing about my teacher. Realize your mistake and accept it. Okay, I abused you in my mind. I did this to you. I please forgive. Like when you go to God for forgiveness, अपने गुनाहों को याद करके accept them, right? This is what we are told in Ramadan, amals, and even through, I've heard it with my own ears, right? But when you have to, so we tell the truth to God that we have sinned. I said something against my friend in my mind, behind her back, or, you know, things like that. Forgive me, I've done this wrong. So we're honest. But when you're supposed to mediate or arbitrate between two believing, you know, parties or two believing people, you can lie. No, she thought good of you, the misunderstanding. When there wasn't a misunderstanding. I know there's some cases there is misunderstanding, but don't evade it. Like, you know, you're supposed to lie. You can lie even to reconcile between two parties who are fighting or have a conflict, quarreled, or are not speaking to one another because of some conflict. You can lie, right? When you can lie, then why didn't Prophet Muhammad like lie? Not lie. You know, for like, oh, Abu Bakr, oh, Hafsa, you know, your father, nice man. Aisha's father, nice man. This, that. You just need to, you know, get together and No, he spread bad feelings, right? So in most of the secret talks, there's no good. But if one exalts to a deed of charity or justice or conciliation between men, this is like between people, huh? Not believers. I think this ayat then comes from another place, another religion or something. Good deeds and setting the affairs of men right. It's about men setting. This must have come from polities, some polities chief leader, because those polities who are maintaining Masjid al-Haram, they're told, no, no, don't do this. It's not equal to believing in Allah and the last day. Goodness. And so you shall grant. So I think this men, because it's not about believers. The believer thing is in Surah Hujurat, or no, Surah Reconcile. Where is it? But you can reconcile between believers and when they're fighting, you can lie. And whoever does that seeking means to the approval of Allah, pleasing Allah. Now you see what the wives were in so the first ayat of Surah Tahrim is that he went pleasing his wives. Oh, oh, so the Muslims will say that but and whoever does that seeking means to approval of Allah, a reconciliation between people. So don't. Of course, you can reconcile between people, but I think here in this religion it boils down to believers, not as if don't take protection from disbelievers. You can be their friends, but even if your father is a disbeliever, so protection not to take, but can you and be stern with the disbelievers. What if now your father is a disbeliever? Haha. Surah Mujadila ayat, Surah Muhammad, Surah Fat ayat, Surah Muhammad ayat. Those who are with Muhammad are merciful towards the believers, stern with the disbelievers. Wherever this ayat is. So I feel he's taken this from some other religion. And whoever does that seeking means to the approval of Allah. So he could have said, Prophet Muhammad could have said that I was trying to reconcile with my wife, prohibiting myself what Allah had made, what you had made lawful for me, seeking the approval of you that you told me to reconcile. So, no, he didn't at that time. Revelation didn't come down. So he didn't wait for the revelation. Doesn't work. There's some fallacy coming, logical fallacy. And so the wives are telling us something. I knew this. Shias, definitely it was right that they were not believers. They realized that he's a false prophet. So like me, like them, I left Islam realizing, but for the grace of Allah to you and mercy, a party of them would certainly have plotted to lead you astray. But in fact, they will only lead their own souls astray. Shias save your souls. Your prophet has led you astray. This is a false prophet. And to thee they can do no harm in the least. And another thing here. And if anyone earns a fault or a sin and throws it on to one that is innocent, he carries a falsehood and a flagrant sin, right? He carries on himself that sin also. Wait a minute. So, but whoever earns an offense or a sin and then blames it on an innocent, has taken upon himself a slender and a manifest sin. Right. What in Surah Nur, what they did against Aisha. So then they have taken upon, the believers who did this should have taken upon themselves, and they should not have been forgiven. Then he who commits sin does so against his own soul. Yet anyone who does evil or wrongs his own soul, then asks God for forgiveness, will find him most forgiving and merciful. So here the Sunnis say that the wives who did wrong, but you can't do wrong against Prophet Muhammad. You should be on blasphemy, you're apostate, you should be killed. Talk about like the Pakistani Muslims and elsewhere, maybe in Egypt, or the way they're killing, blasphemy, apostate. Yet anyone who does evil or wrongs his own soul, then asks God for forgiveness, will find him, wrong or evil, but not against Prophet Muhammad. These are sort of men on whose behalf you contend in the... Now again, I think Prophet Muhammad has been told, you pleaded on their behalf in this worldly life, but you're saying those disbelievers were pleading, or polytheists who were pleading against these men who had, what had they done? You pleaded on their behalf. So you blame the rest of the people, but you don't blame your Prophet. That's right under your eyes. In that fasting ayat. I mean, how can you miss this? You pleaded on their behalf in this worldly life, because they came to the Prophet and they said, we confess we have been deceiving ourselves. You are going into our wives. And who will plead with Allah on their behalf on the day of resurrection, or who will be the defender there? What has happened? They may hide from men, but they cannot hide from Allah, seeing that in, plot by night, words you cannot approve. Okay? They're making plots by night. Contend on, not on behalf of such as betray their own souls. What is the word here? But seek the forgiveness of Allah. Okay. Here, Surah Nisa 107, deceive themselves. Indeed, Allah does not love the one who is treacherous. Then one who deceives themselves, the one who's deceiving himself is the treacherous one. And Allah does not love the treacherous, sinful one. Okay. And then if they ask for forgiveness, then forgive. Now sometimes, isn't this a closing matter? Okay. Fast, go into your wives. The reason why I'm doing all this to show you, because you see, I cannot tell you how important feminine energy is. Even I didn't know myself. Go into your wives. Like, my father told me that when Bibi Fatma the Zahra used to enter and Prophet Muhammad was there, he would stand up for her. She was that important. What Allama Iqbal has said, tribute to Fatima Zahra, Prophet's daughter. So she's very important for the Shias. So, Quran. So this way, I'm showing you how the wives try to reveal against Prophet. It is made lawful to you to go into your wives on the night of the fast. Right? Surah 2 ayat 187. And what I have to see is they were the word deceiving. Again, reminder. You used to deceive yourselves. Nafs. Anfusakum. Okay. Takhtanuna. Here it's takhtanuna, deceive, for deceive. And Surah Nisa is takhtanuna. Oh, same word, right? Deceive. And do not argue for those who deceive themselves. Indeed, Allah does not love the one who is treacherous and sinful. So Shias, you're going to think, who is this? You know who this is, right? Yet your Prophet forgave. If it was Umar bin Khattab, you can see in Shia multilingual Quran who this person, no, in Surah Baqarah ayat, who this person was. Under Surah Baqarah ayat 187, right? And so some of you say the law is changed, some of you say the law is not changed. Permitted. It was permitted for it. It doesn't say it that way, but permitted for you. So someone's trying to. Oh God. You see, it's not clear. It seems like someone has tampered with this Quran act. Maybe you should go and read the verse. What does the verse version say? Permitted for you in the night of fasting is the approach to your women. They are your garment for you, they are garments for you, and you are garments for them. Knows Allah that you used to deceive yourselves, so He turned towards you and He forgave you. So now have relations with them. So now have relations with them. Doesn't seem like okay. It doesn't say it's always. It was permitted to you. It should have said it was permitted to you. It was permitted for you in the nights of fasting to approach. It doesn't say that, and it also doesn't say that it has been permitted to you. But the now here gives it away, I think. So there's also many things, like when I'm looking at the Quran ayats. So what I'm trying to tell you is these feminine energy. Maybe, Prophet Muhammad had some devilish powers. And he managed to brainwash, and spiritually also, like the rain coming and some things, maybe he kind of seduced them. And there's a ayat which says the rain came and they felt sedated, right? The believers. No. Okay, and but like he sedated them. Oh, he had some devilish powers. And even after him, the Quran has remained like this, and there have been believers after him, and there have been believers in his family members, and the imams telling, so there have been on that side too, the Shia side, the Ahl al-Bayt side, a lot of Ahl al-Bayt believers, not the inclining towards those all the Sahabas being good, forgiven, forget it, and all that. Like Sunnis say, forgive and forget. So Allah forgave the Sahabas what they did, and wives annoying him and all this. The Shia Imams from the progeny of Prophet Muhammad say no, they were not forgiven. The fathers were not forgiven. I mean, but that was another reason. For another reason. So that too. And so you see, and the Shias and the Sunnis, okay, the Sunnis at least, okay, these wives are forgiven. Abu Bakr, they made the Rashidun Caliph, they still believe in him as their first Rashidun Caliph. Then Umar bin Khattab, who broke the house, tried to burn the house of Bi Fatma Zahra and injured Bi Fatma Zahra, broke the door, smashed her in between. She had a miscarriage, Muhsan, in her stomach. It was a boy they knew dead. Imam Ali would know this, right? Bi Fatma Zahra would know it if it was a boy or a girl. They didn't need that, what do you call that? Screening. Medical. So, anyways, so you people are fighting on that, and then someone comes up and says, look, he's a liar. I've seen it. And the wives were showing this. Abu Bakr was showing it, Umar, but the wives managed. There is a hadith. The Prophet Muhammad said, only if this Surah Azab had not come out or something. So I don't want to go there, but you can check what I said. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm deceiving you people. I don't know. Maybe I got it wrong. No, I'm not deceiving you. But if you're interested in that hadith, you can go and reconfirm it. He was very scared. Why was he scared of Surah Azab coming out, being revealed? I can't remember the reason why, which is given in the hadith. Aisha narrated by some. Ummul Mu'mineen, Aisha or a Sahaba. Okay, so what I'm showing you is that I managed to get the right information from the wives. Right? About him, to help the Shias also leave Islam. See the power of these two wives, even being so strong and getting you to think that why the caliphs, the Muslim caliphs even more, were killing the Ahlul Bayt. They were hypocrites, the Umayyads, the Abbasides, right? In all this, after 1400 years, I find out that these wives, what they were trying to tell us about against Prophet Muhammad. Like Umar didn't succeed, Abu Bakr didn't succeed. Other caliphs who were killing and all this, getting power hungry, you would say, the Umayyad and the Abbaside didn't succeed. But these two wives succeeded, at least for me, to tell me that this is a false prophet. Beware of him. Surah Tahrim. Look. And grateful to these two wives, how they succeeded. Although I can use Surah Abasa, but the Shias would say he wasn't. No, that one who frowned at a blind man was not Prophet Muhammad, but the Sahaba, but a polytheist, influential man. Surah, a little bit on Surah against Prophet Muhammad, that is, using the Quran ayat Surah Ahzab ayats 36, 37, and the error he made fourth. And you say he makes no errors. And the forced marriage of Zainab bin Josh through the commentary given by Imam Muhammad al-Baqir, fifth Imam of the 12 Shias. Forced marriage. And then breaking, marriage breaking, and all this we can go to tafsir. But how these wives, they succeeded, and so you have to search. So go to Surah Nisa, it's like this, and then go to Surah Baqarah, ayat 187. Sorry, I cannot follow someone. How can I even, like, respect? No, sorry. You know, would you kill? You respect? You kill? Ruthlessly on blasphemy against Prophet Muhammad. And you're asking me to respect we're moderate Muslims, Zahra, we're not going to kill you, harm you, but you respect a prophet. At least don't blaspheme against him. Oh, and I'm showing you he's a rapist, he's a false prophet. Just imagine, God forbid, you were in his time and you were Safiya bint Huway. Would you like to marry him? Even if he was a false prophet. How long would it take you? Please hold on. Okay, my father was bad. He fought with you and he started the war. My husband was bad. I had, I was the chieftain's daughter. You've just killed my father. And if you are a true prophet, would you, the other sources say from the other enemy source, Ibn Ishaq or, enemy source, yes, that he slept without even that going through the iddah, like not even 30 days passed and he, okay, or maybe even 30 days passed. He was a true prophet. So Shia's in war, it's a war, right? And your prophet, your true prophet is allowed. Yeah, he's going to help Safiya bint Huway and Juwayriya bint Harith by sleeping with them, by getting married to them. That's how he can help them. These poor orphans and widows. Or Juwayriya wasn't a orphan because he didn't kill her father. He freed her father, her tribe. Okay, so this and Yazid took the daughters of Prophet Muhammad, but you can't touch the daughters of Prophet Muhammad. You can't marry them. You cry on if they ask for Bibi Sakina, 3-year-old. You go there. You tell us this, and you cry on that. But what about Zainab or Kulsum, right? No, don't take their names. We'll start crying now. But they are the winners in war. And they say, according to Islam, whoever is the winner in war will take the slave girls. Sex slave girls. But Yazid didn't do that. Oh, prophets' daughters, granddaughters. And you cry like this. Save up your tears, please. Yazid didn't do that. Yazid's army didn't do that. So this, anyways, but this, you see, Gabra aayegi Zainab Bhaiya. Oh, they were devils, and Yazid was a devil. Where's it? And Yazid was a devil, and excuse me. What? Oh, the practice of polygamy among the Vedic Indians is abundantly provided by direct references in the Rig Veda and other texts. Hello, Hindus, if you come here, Sharma ke chale jao. Please, leave. Be ashamed of yourself what you have said. Repent against Prophet Muhammad and polygamy. Only the Christians can say this, not you. So you better not get with the Christians on this. And the heroes and Brahmins of the epic are frequently represented as having several wives. But Christians, yes, woman is by nature a monogamist. Monogamist. Man has in him the element of polygamist. Yeah, this is what our Hindus will also tell us, right? But the Christians will give it to you. Conduct and so God has made God has made the women monogamous, but the men, that's God's fault, I think. Shouldn't he have inclined to the women's side of being monogamous and telling the men that you don't be polygamous, you be monogamous because I've made the female monogamous. Hindu lawgivers ever restricting the number of wives allowed to marry, yeah. That's what they're changing. Hindus are changing their religion, but they don't get killed. You don't change your religion, Shias. So this also, and Yazid was a devil in disguise, in human form, right? No, here we have it. Verses 3 to 5 refer to Aisha and Hafsa who were envious and jealous to the point of sickness against the Holy Prophet's refined and high-minded wives. Really? Oh, yes. Once Hafsa came to know about a very personal matter concerning the Holy Prophet, which she thought should not be made public. Which the Holy Prophet thought should not be made public, therefore he asked her not to publish it. Once Hafsa came to know about a very personal matter, excuse me, Shias, through, through her friend Aisha. Oh, okay. No. What I'm trying to say is, okay, once Hafsa came to know about a very personal matter concerning the Holy Prophet, which he thought should not be made public, therefore he asked her not to publish it. But she at once, no, she went to tell Aisha. Hafsa went to tell Aisha. Who told Hafsa? Who told Hafsa? Okay, and what was it? Why the Prophet confide? Hafsa betrayed confidence, and Aisha encouraged betrayal, were commanded to turn in repentance to Allah. If they were to resist repentance and make amends, they would be abetting each other. Oh, if they were to resist repentance and amends, they were abetting each other's crime, but could not harm the most perfect messenger of Allah. Sahih moment, righteous among the believers, refers to Imam Ali. Make vow to do a thing, and Holy Prophet dissolved his oath. The tone of the first two wives is like Barat 43. So Barat ayat 43, wherein hypocrites have been blamed for falsehood. Refer to the commentary of the verses of Ahzab, Agam, and the Aisha's hostility towards Imam Ali. The verse 6 recited to the stood up, said, try my best to make the members of my family follow the commands of Allah. You yourself didn't follow the command of Allah here in Surah Tahrim, Ayat 1. Okay. Oh my God. And excuse me, who confided the secret? Shias. And when the prophet secretly communicated a piece of information to one of his wives. Now, why would he do that? So, excuse me. Oh my God. There must be some some mosquito here. He's, oh God, the mosquito. My face. Sorry. So this, so please, do you see it now? Do you see it? Where the wives have been revealing. So he confided, right? And do not argue, and also do not argue on behalf of those. Even the Sahabas tried. So we take this part. Do not argue on behalf of those who deceive themselves. Yeah. God does not love anyone given to treachery. So they are treacherous also and sinful. Whoever commits a breach of trust with others, in fact, commits a breach of trust with his own self, for the powers of, even with others, for the powers of his head and heart have been placed at his disposal as a trust, and by misusing them, he is forcing those powers to support him in acts which involve a breach of trust. Do not breach your trust, moments. Your prophet has breached this. Allah even forgave them. Sahaba. So this now on Sahaba is not the wife power, not the feminine power that reveals Prophet Muhammad in Surah Tahrim, his kartut, and we take his doings, and we take other ayats. From other ayats we see also supporting what I'm saying, what I'm revealing, the other ayats, through other ayats also. So taking Surah Tahrim ayats in support of Aisha and Hafsa against Prophet Muhammad. They conceal from the people, but they cannot conceal from Allah, and He is with them when they spend the night in such as He does not accept of speech, even of the talk they indulge in. So how could He have accepted the Sahabas? Okay. Going into the wives during Ramadan nights, and ever is a law of what they do encompassing. Right? Here you are, those who argue on their behalf in this worldly life, but who will argue with Allah for them? You believers are arguing on their behalf in this life, right? Hello? Back to this. You believers are permitted to lie with your wives. Abdul Halim, oh my goodness. I mean, Imam Zainal Abidin in Karbala. Zainab, I don't want any BB's voices wailing out loud. Pin drop silence. Now you can lie. Ooh. He turned to you in mercy and pardoned you. God was aware that you were betraying yourselves. Oh, what the Shia commentary is that the Ahlul Bayt, the true Sahabas and the family of Prophet Muhammad himself, they would never do this, but these people were doing this. the Sahaba. So what happened here? Oh, so opening multilingual Quran for Surah Baqarah, Ayat 187, commentary. You see how he's made you not, so the power of feminine, there are dimensions where you can go to. Don't be, don't be deprived of those feminine dimensions. Sadhguru, thank you. What knowledge Sadhguru has. God protect him. I mean, there are people saying things against Sadhguru and they really made me, turn me against him. Surah Baqarah 1:8. Sorry. So, why are you people like this? But you see, Sadhguru never said, kill them, or kill them, or any conspiracy against them. They're still alive. Very good, Sadhguru. 187. The Shia commentary, we'll see what it says. Not Sunni commentary, okay? On this 187. Before I even reach there, I think, what is this Qissas? 187. Turn to you. During the fast, eating and drinking after the whiteness of the day becomes distinct from the blackness of the night, is prohibited until night. For other conditions, see Book of Fiqh. In the condition, cohabitation between man and wife was not allowed for those who observe fast, whether night or day. This is what the Shia say. But the future second caliph, the Sunni second caliph, and some other companions Umar bin Khattab, and some other companions confessed to the Holy Prophet that they had transgressed this prohibition, Tafsir Baydawi. So it wasn't allowed. Shias, I caught you here. And they're saying in Surah Nisa, do not argue, Yani, there's a criminal who deceived themselves. Don't argue. Allah has changed the law for them. Then you say still they are. So here, Shias don't say. The Ahlul Bayt have not told them. This is the law was changed. It wasn't permitted, like some Sunni religious scholars or Islamic sources would say, that no, it was permitted to them, but these Sahabas didn't realize that it was prohibited for them, prohibited to them. Didn't realize that it was not prohibited to them, to go into their wives. Ooh. Look, I am just acting funny now because I can't take it. I see that this prophet is, I see it, whether night or day, and how he's betrayed you, and how his Allah is used to betray you. See, feminine power is not bad. It's just a dimension. Another. How many dimensions are there when the Quran ayats have dimensions, words have dimensions? He kept you deprived of feminine power. But the future second yeah? So it wasn't changed. Oh, sorry, here it was changed. So, you know what I mean. So, no, the Shias believed that it was changed. And it wasn't allowed for them to go. That was the law in Islam. Man's actions must follow certain patterns. Oh my God. So, Starting with the gross and gradually ascending to the subtlest of subtle. There were very few truly obedient devotees of Allah, the Ahlul Bayt, i.e., who observed every command of Allah. Prophet Muhammad himself didn't observe the command of Allah given to the believers. In Surah Ma'idah 87, Surah Tahrim ayat 1 we see, but the merciful Lord also takes into consideration, look how it said, like where, so today is one of those. How many years have passed, Shias? You have been deceived by this. And today I'm correcting you. Like through the help of the wives, two wives, so, and what came out in the Quran, and through some Sahabas also. So you see, these Sahabas were not like Umar. Very good Umar. So, they went to the Prophet saying we're deceiving. They were actually not going into their wives. They were not going into their women. They just gave us this sign. And you had nothing better to do than to believe in this religion and not take the signs from them and their daughters. This is a false prophet. Why have you wasted so many Shias gone? Religious scholars. Are you still going to tell me that I should not do this? No. How can you tell me that? How can I not do this? When it's come to my attention, you want me to hide the truth against him? You still want to defend a false prophet? And his progeny, evil progeny, liars. Because according to the Quran, liars are evil. Evil people. Evil people lie. They are Satans who lie, right? Now, feminine, you don't call upon. Surah Nisa at 117. Why? So this we've done. So do not argue. And whoever does a wrong or wrongs himself, but then seeks forgiveness of Allah, will find Allah forgiving and merciful. Yeah, this a little bit, we will, So Shias, okay, I wanted to help my Shias. He who does either evil or wrong, but some good Sunnis who care to listen. I really want to help you. Please help me help you. Because without your cooperation, I cannot do. I cannot help, right? Without your support for me, I'll be dead. Killed. So here it says yes, but it doesn't say change the law, right? Shias. And those Sunnis who believe that this law, they were allowed to go into their wives, but they didn't know the Sahabas and all. How could they not know? This also. So we can go deep into that. But at least, okay, forgiven, but not if anyone does evil or wrongs his own soul, but afterwards seeks Allah's forgiveness. But at least for those who know that the law was changed, about Ramadan nights, should know that the law should not be changed for them. They can be forgiven, but the law should not be changed. This much you know. And whoever earns a sin only earns it against himself, and Allah is ever knowing and wise. Okay? And whoever earns an offense sin, blames it on an innocent person, has taken upon himself a slender and manifest sin. Prophet Muhammad waited, so we are told. It took a month for God to bring out the innocence of Aisha, reveal. Ooh, this is what's in the Sunni, Islamic sources. So I wonder if the Shias take that. 1 month it took. I think, and whoever blamed. So just think now, just think how many innocent people were blamed and killed or exiled, taken out of Makkah, by your Prophet Muhammad. This is what I found in the Quran ayats and some sources, tafsirs. And 'tis not for the favor of Allah upon you and His mercy, a group of them would have determined to mislead you. See? So who has misled you? Prophet Muhammad. And this is what I'm showing you. So don't waste your time on this religion. And those trying to help you, help us, help you, Muslims, don't kill them. It's not worth it. Even if he was a true prophet, I would say it's not worth killing on blasphemy. As a Shia, I was a liberal Shia. When I found out that Imam Ali killed someone because someone spat, or I don't know, in the mosque, it's okay, but on his face even, or Imam Ali Sartan se juda, beheaded him or just killed him with a sword. My father said it's okay. I said no, it's not okay. Because you see, for me, a true prophet is someone who forgives anyways. These insults, if on a, no, Buddha was spat on his face. This much, never killed. Never even, the next time the person came for forgiveness, realizing his mistake, you know what he said, what Buddha told him? What did Buddha? Buddha said that's gone. It's a new day. You're not that person anymore, meaning. So why even ask for forgiveness? You know, I've even wondered at this, that people say forgive, forgive. But if your enemy comes and says, I'm really sorry, like he accepts his mistake, right? I'm sorry. We should say, like Buddha, that who am I? No. At that time, okay, I forgive you. Isn't that, it's illogical. What Buddha said is, who am I to forgive? No. Okay, you've done wrong to me. And yes, I can forgive you. But you've done wrong to my religion, and you come and you say, I've done wrong to your religion. Who am I to forgive you? Somewhere I was like, who am I to forgive this person? When forgiveness, it's not my place, it's not my right. I don't know. So I was wondering, I can't find an example right now for that. So, misleading you, now I've proven to you through the Quran ayats that he's the one. The wives are telling me through Quran ayats, look here, maybe their spirits are here with me. No good is there in much of their private conversation, except for those who enjoin charity or that which is right, or conciliation between people, not between believers. And many are hypocrites, and many have turned up to be, and hypocrites are the worst, right? So I got this fear against hypocrites. Hypocrites. But you see, the fear I got is it was hurting me from inside. I could faint if I found out the person was a hypocrite. Or I goes, oh, I have allergies against hypocrisy and hypocrites. So what happens is, I don't know, a hypocrite comes in front of me and I'm scratching. I have allergy. I think I need, so I'm hurting myself. The hypocrite, he's not. So this fear also, this religion of mine, Shia, so many hypocrites. या फातिमा ज़हरा दुश्मन है बने मेरे यहाँ सारे शरबान या बिनते नबी. And we're not allowed to, the ladies are not allowed to say this in public, or in front of men, in men's majlis, like this, ya binte nabi Fatma Salim. तशरीफ ले आओ बैठे आज़ादार आज़ा खाने में आओ. I don't remember the whole. It's at the when the before the majlis starts, so I don't know what it's called. Ladies majlis. We used to recite this in our Imam Barga. And whoever opposes the messenger after guidance has become clear to him and follows other than the way of the believers, we will give him what he has taken. Ajah. What? Make him responsible for his choice. Ajah. In what way? And drive him, this way. So now, whoever opposes the messenger, right? After guidance has come to him, after guidance has become clear to him, and follows other than the way of the believers. What did the wives do in Surah Al? We will give him what he has taken and drive him into hell. How can the wives be forgiven, for God's sake, Sunnis? Acha, Allah tells them to repent there. Allah ki bhi, if my, like, Allah is scared. Allah is scared of the two wives. This shaitan got scared that, what have the two wives done? So you see, there are contradictions. And you both cannot reconcile. And we can lie for you both, Sunnis and Shias, to reconcile with each other, unite. You can lie, I can lie also. It's good. For a good thing. But I have to put this person in his place. Because he's the one who should go to hell. And his believers, his worshippers. You see, he's done a great wrong. Deception. So what are you told? If you oppose the messenger, Shaqiqi, you Shaqiqi opposes, right? From after what So the wives opposed the messenger. They went against him. To him of guidance he follows other than the way of the believers. Here it says this. So the Shias tried to, oh no, Shias no. By the help of the Ahlul Bayt and Prophet Muhammad's proper hadiths, true Islam. That's how Shia belief came into existence. We were told, and that's right. Wives go to hell. But, and those also, others. So you see, the wives, thank God, told us that he's a false prophet. And those who oppose the messenger after guidance has become clear to him and follows other than the way of the believers, we will give him what he has taken and drive him into hell, and evil it is as a destination, right? When it's not. So if he is a false prophet, he's opposed the truth, the true divinity, right? Of, and he knows it. So he should be in hell, according to him. Hell, evil is its destination. So according to his religion, the way he's made this for those who oppose him, the messenger, this is not even opposing Allah. This is only opposing the messenger, right? Look at it. And whoever opposes the messenger, oh, here it's not even Allah and the messenger. Baba, you are worshipping the messenger. You don't know it. It's implied. Sunnis try to evade this. Oh, another problem. How do I get the Sunnis to see this? And the Shias? You are worshipping. This is worship. Allah forgiveth not. Ooh. Joining of gods with him? It doesn't say joining of gods. It says, indeed, Allah does not forgive that partners be associated with Allah, with him. Partners be associated. Not joining gods. There is a verse on joining gods with Allah. That's there's another word is used for that. This is, so please be careful what you say here. Because even joining partners with Allah, not only joining gods with them, there's also a problem. So anyways, I showed you for now, and they call upon instead of him none but female. And deities they put in brackets, I don't know. Only females, and Satan the rebel. Oh, Abdul Halim puts it in this way. In his place, the idolaters invoke, call upon only females, and Satan the rebel. Right? Let's see how the Arabic, I'll try to guess. In Yaduna, not they invoke from min duni besides them, but female in Nathan, and not in Nathan. Okay, is this female deities or only females? And not they invoke except shaitan rebellious. Meaning, since they invoke these female deities, okay, let's even take female deities, and not they invoke Since they invoke the female deities, that means that they invoke Shaitan, the rebellious. Now, when it's Shaitan been a female, he was a male jinn. Iblis was a male jinn. The progeny, him and his progeny. Oh, so he had females, daughters. So Allah gave this jinn female daughters also. They can't there be angels then? Jinns have female daughters. Angels can't have females. Surah Najm we're told, or other places where that they say these angels are these angels daughters of Allah, and they give for themselves sons, and they've given angels females daughters, God knows what. This is a mess, and I really think you should, for your own good, see this. And if you understand it, really, really, truthfully, tell me, do you really think that this is the truth? Please, it's your life. It's your children's life. Then please keep it personal, because this terrible religion. And if you really, really think this is true, then go ahead and be a Muslim, right? Keep this religion, but please keep what I would appeal to you strongly is that you keep it for yourself and don't impose it on others. But at least try to understand that we see him as a rapist, ex-Muslims. Some of us, we've seen it. Muhammad Ayad has seen it. He raped Safiya bint Huway. He raped Javariya bint Harith. Or even if he took 40, but for us he's a false prophet, so even if he waits for 30 days, 40 days. No. How many? 30 and 30. 3 months. 3 months he waits. For Idda is how much? I keep forgetting. So please see that if you have proper any... okay, so you're going to tell me that I haven't seen it properly, but someone has, you have. Then I will tell you how many schools of thought, how many in that school of thought you think are non-Muslims. Which religious scholar should I consult? And like someone said that he will see, and about a certain verse I showed him, there was a contradiction and all. So he said that he will consult his, at least do that, right? Consult your religious scholars, open your mind, try to see this. If you don't get it after all this showing, consult your religious scholars. Oh, but be very careful, if some of them might kill you. Oh, so be very careful. Don't consult. Like, of course, I would want you to consult and all this, but they can kill you if they too much. If you say there's why are you going there listening to ex-Muslims? They might not kill you, but we never know what, they can put a wrong blame on you recently. Oh yeah, anything. Yeah, sorry. So I would tell you, all of you Sunnis, religious scholars, consult each other and see before putting the blame on us ex-Muslims. But you won't, and we can't even trust you. You can kill for, oh, he went and he's listening to God knows what you'll do in Pakistan. At least, I think the Arab world is changing. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Because I don't want to live a, a lie. As, you see, like, now I know this is for me a lie, right? I can't, and I'm sharing this so that I can help my Shias also were killed in Pakistan. Hamshiri, Sadiq Hamshiri. Please leave this and know that if, know that you're, of course, Shaheed is a Shaheed. What you believe in, your Shaheed is a Shaheed. Even if this religion is false, I'm sure a true divine, the universe would understand and take your Shaheeds as Shaheeds. Your belief as your belief. Whoever has given or risked their lives, of course, it will never go to waste. So, but realize your divinity without even sacrificing your lives for God or risking your life for a true religion. Maybe we can realize that we are all, or we can realize the whole universal power is in us. And if there's no God, right? So I have to go now. Thank you very much.